Greetings, Backsplash here with another vague comic review, and this is The Darkest Storm Part 2, or Archie Sonic issue number 163. Now, this comic starts off with Mammoth Mogul standing over Sonic and the rest of the falling heroes. Now, I'm going to sum up quickly what happened in the previous issue. Mammoth Mogul was trapped in the Chaos Emerald. And when the Arachnite children used the Sword of Acorns to release Ixis Naugus from the Void of Silence, which is a dimension, that not only broke the seal... that not only cracked through the dimension and killed the ancient walkers, but their death also broke the curse they placed on Mammoth Mogul, which allowed him to break out of the Chaos Emerald. And the first thing he did was, create a shield. Because Sonic and his friends had immediately tried to, attack Mammoth Mogul at once. But they couldn't break through the shield. And then he released, I call it a Chaos Blast, which is kind of what Shadow the Hedgehog does. Mammoth Mogul does the same exact thing. Now, after everyone is knocked out unconscious, Mammoth Mogul just picks up the Crown of Acorns and promptly teleports. Okay. Now, while this is happening, Ixis Naugus, who is now freed, confronts Eggman in his own lair. Base, yes. Anyway, Eggman sent his assistant Mecha to attack Naugus, which doesn't work, and Naugus freezes her over, which takes her out of commission. And Naugus has Eggman at his mercy, but Naugus has the Sword of Acorns. He needs the Crown of Acorns. And basically, he does not consider Eggman a threat at the moment. So he promptly leaves with the Arachnite children, promising he'll come back. So, after that, you see the Destructics, yes, in their prison cell after they were defeated last issue by Sonic and his friends. And they're freed by Mammoth Mogul, who creates a hole. I guess he blasts a hole from outside into their, to their jail cell. They're freed, and they pledge their loyalty to Mammoth Mogul because, he freed them. Now, Mammoth Mogul told them that the first step now is to get the crown. He has the Crown of Acorns. Now they need to get the Sword of Acorns, because the Crown and the Sword of Acorns were both created by the Source of All, which, from what the comics explain, it's a omnipotent, sentient source that created the Big Bang and everything and provides cosmic material to the entire universe. It sounds OP, but that's basically what it is. And the most pure substance was in the Castle Acorn before that was nuked by a missile. So, yeah, the pure substance of the Source of All was destroyed long ago. So the Crown and Sword of Acorns are the only relics left in the entire universe that can link to the Source of All, which, potentially it sounds like the Source of All, at least in the Archie comics, is stronger than Chaos Emeralds, I guess, but from what Eggman explained in this comic, the Crown and Sword of Acorns would be useless to him, because the way the relics are created, they're more suited for boosting someone who knows magic. So it would make someone like Mammoth Mogul and Ixis Naugus, who study magic, it would make them a lot more powerful. So, yeah, Mammoth Mogul plans to get the sword to complete the set, and he'll be unstoppable. Well, who shows up but Ixis Naugus and the Arachnite children? I don't know how he knew where they were. I think because of how strong they are, the objects, he was able to sense it. So, yeah, the two big baddies are at a standoff, but before they can fight, hey, Sonic and his friends show up. So now it's going to be a three-way on battle. So while the three groups are battling it out for the crown and the Sword of Acorns, we go to Eggman's point of view. He's at his lair. He's trying to figure out what to do. He's talking to his computer sentient AI, Anonymous. I'm sorry, Adam. I get Adam and Anonymous mixed up. He's talking to Adam to try to figure out what's going on. Mecha comes back. She's good. But then Adam shows Eggman a footage that reveals Mecha was working for Anonymous the entire time. But Adam, unfortunately, could not show in the video feed what Anonymous looks like because there was some sort of biofield that messed up the camera sensors. Either or, Eggman is furious with Mecha, and Mecha tries to tell him, no, Adam is lying, but he's not listening. He tells Mecha to self-destruct, and she does. The assistant that's been with him for issues and issues is promptly killed off. And then the incinerator badnik comes along and incinerates the pieces of Mecha, and she's gone for good. And to make sure, Eggman has Adam delete all files and backup files on Mecha, so she's gone for good. And then Eggman tells Adam he has a plan of how to deal with Mammoth Mogul and the others, because he does not like Sonic, but Eggman himself even knows at the moment Mammoth Mogul and Ixis Naugus are much more dangerous than a blue hedgehog. So we shift back to the battle scene. It is pretty cool seeing three groups going at it, but unfortunately it is quick to see Naugus and Mammoth Mogul. No one could get close to them. They are too powerful with the sword and crown of acorns. And unfortunately, when Naugus tries to take over Mogul's mind, Mogul shows Naugus that Mammoth Mogul was the one who created and taught Ixian magic ages ago. Remember, Mammoth Mogul is technically immortal, as in he can't die of old age because of the Chaos Emerald in his chest. So long ago, he studied and learned Ixian magic, taught it to his followers, before they're defeated by the Knights of Aurora, I believe. So Ixis Naugus is the last known practitioner of Ixian magic. When he realizes that Mammoth Mogul created it, he immediately submits, tells Mammoth Mogul he wishes to be a student, and has his group back down. So yeah, Sonic and his friends realize this is not good. Mammoth Mogul not only has the Sword of Acorns and the Crown of Acorns, which boosts his already impressive power to probably unlimited degrees, but he also has Ixis Naugus, who's a very powerful wizard, and the rest of the followers at his side. So the comic ends on not a good note for the good guys. And yeah. So my thoughts on the issue, I liked it. It was fun. And it reminds me that under Ian Flynn's writing, when he kills off a character, they're gone for good. Flynn stated more than once that when he kills off a character, he usually has no intention of bringing them back. So the Ancient Walkers that were around since, I believe, the single digits of Archie Sonic comic, they're dead. Mecha, she's dead. It's a robot, but modeled after a female, so I'm saying she. And now Mammoth Mogul has a power that, the source of all is supposed to be an omnipotent. I don't believe that's the correct word, but source that he can now fully control. And Mammoth Mogul by himself is very proficient at magic, and he's very intelligent and very powerful. So I can imagine he would know how to control and manipulate and understand how to use the Sword and Crown of Acorns, no problems. How are the heroes going to win? Well, they'll find a way. Anyway, that's my vague review for the Darkest Storm Part 2, and it is definitely looking like the Darkest